MGTOW, Australia. Fathers going their own way. My daughter's trust. Trust. 1. Firm reliance on the integrity, ability, or character of a person or thing. 2. Custody, care. 3. Something committed into the care of another. 4. A. The condition and resulting obligation of having confidence placed in one. B. One in which confidence is placed. 5. Reliance on something in the future. 6. Reliance on the intention and ability of a purchaser to pay in the future. Synonyms: trust, faith, confidence, reliance, dependence. These nouns denote a feeling of certainty that a person or thing will not fail. Trust implies depth and assurance of feeling that is often based on inconclusive evidence, etc. Please note that Exhibit I is the actual recording that the police extracted out of my phone on the 28th of March. It is timestamped as being recorded at around 7:30 p.m. on the 24th of March. Though it is a fine line between laughing and crying, we are expected to believe that my daughter just explained to her mother that my daughter's, quote, Minnehaha is hurting her. How the hell can she, quote, grab her vagina and pull it hard, unquote? Isn't this where my daughter would cry, scream, or at least say ouch? Captured in time on the 24th of March 2000, and etc. On Sunday the 24th of March at around 7:30 p.m, I and the mother were having a dispute. The dispute is caught on camera and on audio recording. What the dispute is over is irrelevant. This is over something completely different. This audio/video recording has captured 22 minutes of the very last few moments that I shared with my children, my daughter and my son. This video/audio recording pretty much saved my life. When I went to the police station to file a missing persons report on the 28th of March, I was placed in a cell in the police station. I kindly asked Constable to watch the video that I had recorded because it would prove the mother's allegations, are false. This video was extremely important, but I didn't realize how important it really was. I was released without charge, and now I have been told that the police are in the process of charging the mother for biting my leg. My daughter's trust. In this video/audio, there is extremely important information that clearly shows that my daughter had a preference with regards to whom she wanted to give her a shower. After eventually making it into the main bedroom with the ensuite bathroom/shower, I had explained to the mother in front of my children that she should shower the children. The mother explained that she wanted me to shower them. My daughter then said to me, quote, "Can you shower me?" unquote. In other words, refusing to be showered by her mother. I then said, quote, "No, mummy gonna shower you," unquote. Then my daughter responded with, "No." No, what about when you shower him? I'm going to have a smoke anyway. Huh? No, I'm not going to shower him. I want to have a smoke. I'm hanging. Hurry up, Ollie.
Shower me.
No, mummy going to shower you.
No.
Why?
Because the band-aid because you don't want to shower.
No, I'll tell mummy not to drop the band-aid. Now, one must bear in mind that this recording was on the 24th of March, and here is my daughter pleading with her father that he should shower her. This was the second last day I ever saw my children's faces. Why did my daughter want me, her father, to shower her? The answer is cute, in a way. She was concerned that the, quote, band-aid going to drop, unquote. You must understand, I am not giving you words to the effect of, or words such as. No, I'm giving you the exact words that were spoken by my daughter. My precious children's words are captured in this very moment. What is the implication of the above mentioned conversation between my daughter and her father in front of her mother? What is the hidden yet clear message behind all of these spoken words? The obvious answer is trust. There is a level of trust between my daughter and myself that is encapsulated within the very essence of trust. My daughter was able to trust me. My daughter was able to trust me with the simplest and smallest things that in her mind she deemed so important. A simple band-aid, knowing that I would be more sensitive and more gentle than her mother, even in the shower. This is my daughter's speaking, captured in time, in truth, in directly describing her father in her own articulate way, which is a complete opposite of what the mother would like you to think. I still showered my children that night, even after one of the most traumatizing evenings that I had ever lived through. I had just been punched, kicked, and even bitten, and was restrained around my legs in order that I not leave the house for over 1 hour and a half, before the actual assaults on me by the mother occurred. I would shower my children every second day. At the time, in the video/audio that I recorded, I was not myself. I was traumatized, in shock, in pain from the bite to my leg, frustrated and trying to juggle everything all at once. Logic, reason and common sense will assure any prudent and objective person that if my daughter had been sexually molested or abused in any way, shape or form by her father, then she would not have trust in him and would not want him to shower her. My daughter not only had the option of having her mother to shower her, her father even sought that her mother shower her. However, my daughter said, quote, "No, can you shower me?" unquote.
Can you shower me?
No, Mummy gonna shower you.
No.
Why?
Because the band-aid because you don't want to shower.
No, I'll tell Mummy not to drop the band-aid. There are a few reasons why I have submitted this information. My daughter preferred her father, myself, giving her a shower. On March the 24th of etc., my daughter had preferred that her father shower her over her mother. If my daughter had any fears whatsoever from her father, myself, then she wouldn't want him to shower her. Please note that I have supplied the recording and that the police extracted this recording in March. Expressive language skills. My daughter's expressive language skills can clearly be heard in the recording that was recorded on the 24th of March. Her English was very basic, but normal for a three-year-old girl. The type of English expressive language skills that my daughter would have to acquire around 38 days later, which is mentioned in the affidavit as the mother claims, would have to be monumental. When one reads what is falsely alleged in the affidavit, there is a sentence that states, quote, "Happened in the old house, in the bedroom. Daddy took my pants and undies off and grabbed my mini haha. You weren't there, Mummy," unquote. 3 sentences alleged by the mother stating that the daughter said this. It does not require much thought to realize that if a child is going to respond with a whole package of information, as explained above, only to the question of, quote, "Where did this happen? Was I there?" unquote, then the allegation is false. So the mother has asked the daughter, quote, "Where did this happen? Was I there?" unquote, and then my daughter has allegedly responded with, quote, "Happened in the old house, in the bedroom. Daddy took my pants and undies off and grabbed my mini haha. You weren't there, Mummy," unquote. My daughter was able to take her clothes off by herself. It is very important to realize that my daughter was able to take her clothes off on her own, by herself. In the false allegation, the words, quote, "Daddy took my pants and undies off and grabbed my mini haha," unquote. If my daughter was able to take her clothes off by herself, and it is quite obvious that her father knew that she could do so, then why would the father ask for his daughter to take her clothes off, as can be heard in the audio recording?
Get off me.
No.
Get off me. They need a shower. She's trying to take her clothes off, but she sees you doing that, so she puts her clothes back on. Good girl. Good boy. They're my kids. The best kids in the world. Because I love you.
Why would the father, knowing that his daughter was able to take her clothes off by herself, take her clothes off for her? Another point to make with regards to in-depth thought, the false allegation that the mother has made is supposed to be at a stage where my daughter no longer wears nappies. Well, obviously, if my daughter didn't wear nappies, then my daughter would surely have to be at a stage in her life where she could take her clothes off on her own. When some common sense critical thinking is done when analysing the allegation and the sequence of events regarding the allegation, one can see many things. Firstly, here is the allegation in the affidavit. On or about the 2nd of May, after showering the daughter, my daughter and I, the mother, had a conversation to the following effect. My daughter: "My mini haha is hurting me." The mother: "Why?" My daughter: "My daddy grabbed mum in our old house." The mother: "What do you mean?" My daughter: "Daddy grabbed my mini haha." The mother: "What do you mean?" My daughter: "I show you, mummy." The daughter then grabbed her vagina and pulled it very hard. The mother: "Where did this happen? Was I there?" The daughter: "Happened in the old house in the bedroom. Daddy took my pants and undies off and grabbed my mini haha. You weren't there, mummy." The mother: "What did you do when daddy grabbed your mini haha?" The daughter: "I ran really fast out of the room." The daughter showed me how she ran outside the room. The mother: "Only mummy and you can touch you there." Important points that need to be addressed. First and foremost, if my daughter had just stated to her mother, quote, "My mini haha is hurting me," then how can my daughter just moments later grab her own vagina and pull it very hard? This is illogical. 2. The mother wants us to believe that it took 6 days for her to take the daughter to the doctors. 3. Which doctor? Has the doctor been spoken to? 4. Why is it that not once the mother asked my daughter if she was okay? Where is the mother's empathy? 5. If my daughter had a nappy rash, then that would imply that my daughter was wearing nappies. However, my daughter was not wearing nappies, and if she was wearing nappies, then it would contradict the above statement that was deposed, especially with regards to, quote, "Daddy took my pants and undies off and grabbed my mini haha," unquote. 6. Even if a doctor did say, quote, "It might be a trigger in remembering the incidents because of the soreness," unquote, this would be such a far-fetched thing to say. This is, in my opinion, ridiculous. And if a doctor told me that I was getting a rash on my face because somebody had grabbed my face, I would actually laugh at the doctor. There is no medical evidence that proves such things occur because of memory. Did this doctor really say this? Did the doctor really advise the mother to ring the Department of Community Services? The mother has rung and called up the Department of Community Services many times before. Why did she need the doctor to be the catalyst? 7. The type of pain that is described in the above point of the affidavit requires some logical thinking. If soreness occurred that caused pain, then why would the daughter run fast out of the room? Wouldn't she cry? Wouldn't she be in shock? Why would the daughter even show how the mother, why would the daughter show her mother how she ran outside the room? 8. Why would the mother say to the daughter, quote, "What did you do when daddy grabbed your minnehaha?" unquote? Is this what a parent responds with when their child has just explained to them that they have just been sexually molested? Quote, "What did you do?" unquote. Are you serious? Any normal parent that has just been told by their own child that they have been sexually molested would firstly comfort their child. Why would the mother even add to the affidavit the, quote, "What did you do?" unquote? This is because the mother wanted to add the element of fear of a child. Had the mother not added the, quote, "What did you do?" part, unquote, then she would not have a false conversation that is charged with fear. Because the, quote, "What did you do?" part, unquote, is responded with, quote, "I ran really fast out of the room," unquote, it creates the false element of fear. It is my strong opinion that every time the mother took the daughter to the doctors, docs, etc., the mother's focal point when it came to addressing this issue was the key sentence, quote, "What did you do?" unquote. For example, quote, "Daughter, when the doctor asks you about when your daddy touched your minnehaha, what are you going to say?" unquote. This sentence would have been an extremely important sentence in the mother's coaching of the daughter. 9. Why didn't the daughter complain about soreness to her minnehaha before this false allegation? All of a sudden, the daughter is sore and is effective immediately giving a story as described above. 10. If this allegation was true, then the daughter would have been sore after the so-called grabbing of the minnehaha. This would mean that the daughter would have been sore when she was going to daycare, when she was still living in my house, in the previous premises. She would have surely made a complaint to the workers at the daycare. Someone would have realized that the daughter had pain, etc. Even on the most basic level, the mother would have realized that her daughter had pain or a nappy rash or soreness when my daughter lived in the, quote, "old house," unquote. The mother and I both used to put nappies on my daughter just before my daughter would go to bed. This was a task that we would share. 11. The last point that the mother actually states to my daughter, quote, "Only mummy and you can touch you there," unquote, sometimes gets me really scared for my daughter. The reason being is because on that day that the mother left my house and took my children away from me against my will and their will, she took many material things from my house as well. But the one material thing that she took that I would really have liked to keep was my suitcase. Why? Because my suitcase had 2 mobile phones and an MP3 audio recording device. In these devices, I had multiple recordings of abuse perpetrated by the mother. She did not realize that I had made copies of them, left with people that I do trust. Everything in her affidavit that she has accused me of, I can actually prove that she has done this to me. In my opinion, she listened to these recordings and didn't realize that I have copies with people that I trust. So she threw what she did to me at me and reversed everything. What she's actually done to me in the past, the mother has accused me of. She reversed everything. My fear is that due to the fact that I can prove all the allegations that the mother has accused me of, that she has done this to me, I am afraid that she may have sexually abused my daughter while coaching her before seeing the doctor to create a nappy rash of soreness. In the family court affidavit, if one analytically observes the conversation between the mother and the daughter, one is led to believe that the daughter had opened up a conversation with her mother about a past event, an event that has never been mentioned to her mother ever. All of a sudden, the daughter is able to confidently express to her mother, without any hesitation, a story of what allegedly happened in the past. Although the conversation is between two young people, a young 3-year-old child, my daughter, and an adult, the mother, is put into the context of, quote, words to the effect, unquote. The daughter, which is the 3-year-old child, has uttered 56 words, and the mother has uttered only 33 words. So a child has for the very first time brought to the attention of her mother something so grave and so serious, and the mother will only spill out 33 words. All of a sudden, the daughter is able to actually not only talk about this issue, but can actually physically describe how it happened using body language and physical motion, like running out of the room. There is a fine line between laughing and crying. We are expected to believe that the daughter just explained to her mother that the daughter's mini ha-ha is hurting her. And how the hell can she grab her vagina and pull it hard? Isn't this where the daughter would cry, scream, or at least say ouch? Wouldn't the daughter think about not touching a part of her body because it is sore? But no, the daughter did not only feel pain or extra pain, she actually showed me how she ran outside the room. What a joke, what a sick joke indeed. Throughout this whole conversation, the mother has asked only 5 questions, yet only spoken 5 times. She has said, why? What do you mean? What do you mean? Where did this happen? Was I there? What did you do when Daddy grabbed your mini ha-ha? This conversation ends up in a guilt/obligation sentence that states, quote, only mummy and you can touch you there. Now, is that it? Is that all the input the mother had? If a situation similar to the above occurred, firstly, the mother would want to see and check if the child is okay. Is there any soreness? Maybe they would want to hug their own child. Maybe they would actually ask them something like, are you sure? At least say to the child, are you okay? Are you all right? But no, only mummy and you can touch you there, creating a special bond with her daughter through obligation and guilt, and use these elements of strong emotion to dispose of the daughter's father, myself, without the daughter having a clue about what is really going on. The mother created a sense of fear for her father, myself, by brainwashing the daughter into thinking that I had done something cruel when I had done nothing at all. FOG, an acronym, fear, obligation, and guilt, and gaslighting techniques. I actually have recordings of the mother using different types of psychological abuse strategies against my daughter, whereas the mother uses her in what's known as triangulation to have power over myself, the father. The mother, in front of me, starts telling my daughter, quote, Daddy has a girlfriend and I don't care about mummy. And don't care about mummy, and words to the effect of, he's a liar.
No, who called you at 11 o'clock last night? Who called you? Who called you? Who called you? Where's your phone? Where's your phone? No. No. Who called you? Tell Daddy. Who called you? He's lying. He's lying. Daddy's got a new girlfriend. Daddy's cheating on mummy.
In summary, the mother wants you to believe that around 38 days after taking my children away from me, my daughter all of a sudden, on the 2nd of May, gave her mother a story. Then again gave that story to her mother on the 4th of May. Then again on the 6th of May. Then on Tuesday, the 7th of May, the mother took the daughter to the doctor. The mother has claimed this in the family court affidavit. This is obvious coaching the child at work. If the mother had serious concerns regarding the daughter and the so-called sexual allegations that the mother is claiming, why didn't she take her daughter to the doctors on the 2nd of May? It's not like the daughter had a cold. What would a parent with genuine concerns regarding their own child or children's health do, especially with allegations such as this? Why would the mother wait after being told by her daughter multiple times during a total of around 6 days to take her daughter to the doctor for such serious issues? The mother now has, after 6 days, was convinced that her daughter could now hold up this full story. She also had more time to solidify this full story to people that work at family and community services. If my daughter had been sexually molested by myself, then why would she rather have her father shower her on the last or second last day that she was present with him, which is proven in the video/audio recording that the police extracted from my mobile phone? The obvious is in one's face. The mother coached my daughter through mind segmentation, brainwashing, gaslighting. The motive behind the false allegation. The motive behind the false allegation is quite simple: to deny the father any access to the children by any means necessary. This is why the mother also put the children's names on the ADVO. The mother knew that I would fight for my children in the ADVO matter. She also knew that I would have a good chance of getting my children in my custody or to live with me and spend time with me if I pursued that route, which I am and was. She also realised that I didn't get charged with what she had hoped for in her full statement to the police, with all her lies. In her mind, this was the ultimate way to keep myself from seeing my children, something that I would never do to her. My children now, especially my daughter, need cognitive behavioural therapy. This false sexual allegation is still the only reason why I have not seen my children.